Think your garden could use a little more flavor, color, and bragging rights? Well, you're in luck. Today we're digging into the 10 must-grow vegetables that will turn your backyard into a veggie paradise. Think your garden could use a little more flavor, color, and bragging rights? Well, you're in luck. Today we're digging into the 10 must-grow vegetables that will turn your backyard into a veggie paradise. From tomatoes so juicy they'll make your salad jealous, to carrots that actually taste like candy from the ground, these are the crops every gardener should know. Tomatoes are often considered the crown jewel of the home garden, and for good reason. There's nothing quite like picking a ripe, juicy tomato straight from your own garden. Not only are they incredibly versatile in the kitchen, but they're also surprisingly easy to grow if you give them the right conditions. Tomatoes come in hundreds of varieties, ranging from small cherry and grape types to large beefsteaks. So there's a perfect option for every gardener and every use, whether you want to slice, dice, or make homemade sauces. When it comes to planting, timing is crucial. Tomatoes are warm season plants, so they should be started indoors in colder climates about 6 to 8 weeks before the last expected frost. Transplant them outdoors only after the soil has warmed and night temperatures remain above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. If you're in a warmer climate, direct sowing is possible, but starting indoors gives you a head start on the growing season. Tomatoes thrive in full sun, so pick a spot that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Soil should be rich, well-draining, and slightly acidic, with a pH between 6 and 6.8. Adding compost or aged manure before planting provides essential nutrients that support healthy growth. Support is another key factor. Most tomato varieties benefit from cages, stakes, or trellises to keep fruit off the ground and prevent disease. Regular watering is critical, but avoid splashing the leaves to minimize fungal problems. Deep, consistent watering encourages strong root systems and juicy fruits. Fertilization should be balanced. Too much nitrogen can result in lush foliage, but few fruits, while phosphorus and potassium encourage flowering and fruit development. Pruning is optional but can improve air circulation and fruit production, especially for indeterminate varieties that keep growing throughout the season. Watch for pests like aphids, tomato hornworms, and whiteflies, as well as diseases such as blight or blossom end rot. Choosing disease-resistant varieties and rotating crops each year can help prevent problems. Harvesting is straightforward. Pick tomatoes when they're fully colored and slightly soft to the touch. Frequent harvesting encourages the plant to produce more fruit. Tomatoes are a gardener's delight because they reward consistent care with abundant, flavorful fruits. Whether you're a beginner or experienced gardener, growing tomatoes provides a sense of accomplishment and a direct connection to your food. Plus, nothing beats the taste of a homegrown tomato in salads, sandwiches, sauces, or straight from the vine. With the right preparation and attention, tomatoes can be a standout crop in any garden, making them a must-grow vegetable for any gardener. Bell peppers are colorful, versatile, and rewarding vegetables that brighten any garden and plate. Their vibrant hues, green, red, yellow, orange, and even purple, make them visually appealing, while their sweet, crisp flavor adds a fresh punch to salads, stir-fries, and sandwiches. Bell peppers are generally easy to grow, but like tomatoes, they thrive in warm conditions and benefit from a little extra care to reach their full potential. Starting bell peppers indoors is recommended, especially in regions with shorter growing seasons. Sow seeds 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost and keep them in a warm, sunny spot or undergrow lights. Once seedlings are sturdy and the outdoor temperatures have stabilized, generally above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius, at night, they can be transplanted into the garden. Peppers prefer well-draining soil rich in organic matter with a pH of 6 to 6.8. Adding compost or aged manure before planting provides essential nutrients that support robust growth and fruit development. Bell peppers need full sun to produce sweet, flavorful fruits. Choose a location that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. Space plants 18 to 24 inches apart to ensure good air circulation, which helps prevent diseases such as bacterial leaf spot or fungal infections. Staking or caging plants is optional, but it can support heavy fruits and reduce the risk of stems breaking. Watering is crucial for bell peppers. They need consistent moisture, about 1 to 2 inches per week, but avoid waterlogging the soil. Deep, regular watering encourages strong root systems and prevents problems like blossom end rot, which occurs when calcium uptake is disrupted by uneven watering. Fertilize with a balanced fertilizer during planting, then switch to a phosphorus and potassium-rich fertilizer once flowering begins to promote fruiting. Pests can include aphids, flea beetles, and caterpillars, so regular inspection and pest control may be necessary. Harvest bell peppers when they reach the desired size and color. Green peppers are unripe but tasty, while fully colored peppers are sweeter and more nutrient-rich. Regular harvesting encourages continuous production throughout the growing season. Growing bell peppers can be incredibly satisfying because they combine beauty, flavor, and productivity in one plant. Even novice gardeners can enjoy a bountiful harvest with the right care, making bell peppers a true must-grow vegetable. Their combination of visual appeal, culinary versatility, and health benefits ensures they are a standout addition to any garden, offering both fresh enjoyment and endless culinary possibilities. Lettuce and leafy greens are some of the easiest and most rewarding vegetables to grow in a home garden. Their fast growth, multiple harvests, and versatility in the kitchen make them a must-have for any gardener. Whether you prefer crisp romaine, tender butterhead, or peppery arugula and kale, leafy greens provide fresh, nutrient-packed options for salads, sandwiches, smoothies, and sautéed dishes. One of the greatest advantages of lettuce and other leafy greens is their adaptability. They thrive in both garden beds and containers, making them perfect for small spaces, patios, and raised beds. Many varieties are cool season crops, meaning they grow best in spring and fall when temperatures are moderate. In warmer climates, they can be grown in partial shade to prevent bolting, which occurs when plants flower and become bitter. Succession planting every 2 to 3 weeks ensures a continuous supply of fresh greens throughout the growing season. Soil preparation is key to productive leafy greens. These plants prefer loose, well-draining soil rich in organic matter. Incorporating compost or well-aged manure before planting improves soil fertility and moisture retention, which supports fast, healthy growth. The soil pH should ideally be slightly acidic to neutral, between 6 and 7. Raised beds or containers with quality potting soil are excellent alternatives for gardeners with poor native soil. Watering leafy greens consistently is critical. These plants have shallow roots, so they dry out quickly, especially in warm weather. Deep, regular watering keeps leaves tender and prevents bolting or bitterness. Fertilizing with a balanced, nitrogen-rich fertilizer promotes lush, leafy growth without encouraging excessive flowering. Pests like slugs, snails, aphids, and caterpillars can be a challenge. But leafy greens often recover quickly from minor damage. Row covers, organic insecticidal sprays, and companion planting with herbs such as chives or dill can help keep pests under control. Diseases are usually minimal with proper spacing and air circulation, which reduces the risk of fungal issues. Harvesting is simple and flexible. Cut outer leaves as needed for a cut-and-come-again approach, allowing the inner leaves to continue growing. Some varieties can even be fully harvested and regrown multiple times in a season. The speed, reliability, and nutritional value of leafy greens make them ideal for beginners and experienced gardeners alike. Growing your own lettuce and greens not only enhances your meals with fresh flavors, but also provides a continuous gardening reward, solidifying their status as a must-grow vegetable. Carrots are a classic garden favorite that offer both delicious flavor and excellent nutrition. These root vegetables are prized for their sweet, crunchy texture and versatility in the kitchen, from raw snacking and salads to roasting, soups, and purees. Beyond taste, carrots are rich in beta-carotene, fiber, and essential vitamins, making them a healthy addition to any diet. They are also surprisingly easy to grow at home, making them a must-grow vegetable for beginner and experienced gardeners alike. One of the key considerations when growing carrots is soil preparation. Carrots need loose, well-draining soil free of rocks, heavy clay, or compacted layers, which can cause roots to become forked or misshapen. Sandy loam soil enriched with compost provides the ideal environment for straight, healthy roots. The soil should have a slightly acidic to neutral pH, around 6 to 6.8. Avoid adding fresh manure directly to the planting area, as this can promote excessive top growth while encouraging root defects. Carrot seeds are small, so patience is important when sowing. Direct sowing into the garden is typically best, as carrots do not transplant well. Sow seeds about a 1/4 inch deep and space them to allow proper root development, thinning seedlings to 2 to 3 inches apart once they emerge. Germination can take 1 to 3 weeks, depending on soil temperature, which should ideally be between 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius, 24 degrees Celsius. Carrots grow best in cool weather, making spring and fall ideal planting times in most climates. Consistent moisture is crucial for carrot development. The soil should be kept evenly moist, but not waterlogged, as irregular watering can lead to splitting or woody roots. Mulching can help retain moisture and suppress weeds, which compete for nutrients and water. Fertilization should focus on phosphorus and potassium to encourage strong root growth, avoiding excessive nitrogen that promotes leafy tops rather than substantial roots. Pests and diseases for carrots are generally minimal, but watch for carrot flies, aphids, and fungal issues. Using row covers, companion planting, and proper crop rotation can reduce these risks. Carrots are typically ready to harvest 60 to 80 days after planting, depending on the variety. They are best picked when roots are firm and full-sized, and they can be stored in a cool, moist environment for months, if not immediately consumed. Carrots are not only practical and nutritious, but also satisfying to grow, offering a visual and culinary reward for gardeners. Their relatively low maintenance, high yield, and adaptability to various garden sizes make them a top choice for a must-grow vegetable. Growing your own carrots connects you with the process of food cultivation while delivering fresh, flavorful roots straight from your garden. Zucchini and summer squash are incredibly popular garden vegetables because of their high yield, ease of growth, and versatility in the kitchen. With minimal effort, gardeners can harvest an abundance of these tender, flavorful squashes throughout the season. Their adaptability makes them ideal for both small backyard gardens and larger plots, and they're perfect for roasting, grilling, sautéing, baking, or even spiralizing as a low-carb alternative to pasta. Zucchini and summer squash are warm season crops that thrive in full sun, requiring at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. They prefer well-draining soil enriched with organic matter, such as compost or aged manure, which provides the nutrients necessary for vigorous growth and high yields. A slightly acidic to neutral soil pH of 6 to 7.0 is optimal. Because these plants grow large, bushy, or sometimes vining, it's important to provide enough space, typically 2 to 3 feet between plants, for air circulation and to reduce the risk of fungal diseases. Planting is straightforward. Direct sow seeds outdoors after the last frost, or start them indoors in cooler climates to get a jump on the season. Seeds should be planted about 1 inch deep and thin seedlings once they sprout to ensure each plant has room to develop strong roots and stems. Watering consistently is critical, as zucchini prefers evenly moist soil. Deep, regular watering encourages strong growth and prevents problems like blossom end rot. Fertilization should focus on providing balanced nutrients. A general-purpose fertilizer, or one higher in phosphorus and potassium, encourages flowering and fruit production. Once flowers appear, hand pollination can help increase yields, especially if natural pollinators are scarce. Both male and female flowers appear on the plant, and only the female flowers produce fruit. Learning to identify them ensures no zucchini goes unpollinated. Pests can include squash bugs, cucumber beetles, and vine borers, while powdery mildew is a common disease in humid climates. Regular inspection, good spacing, and proper watering help mitigate these issues. Harvesting zucchini and summer squash is easy and should be done frequently, about every 2 to 3 days, when the fruits are 6 to 8 inches long for the best flavor and texture. Regular harvesting encourages the plant to continue producing all season long. Zucchini and summer squash are the epitome of a productive, beginner-friendly vegetable. With minimal care, gardeners can enjoy a continuous, abundant harvest, making these vegetables a staple in any garden. Their combination of high yield, culinary, versatility, and low-maintenance growth firmly establishes zucchini and summer squash as must-grow vegetables for home gardeners. Green beans are a classic garden favorite prized for their productivity, nutritional value, and ease of cultivation. Available in 2 main types, bush and pole beans, they offer flexibility for gardeners of all skill levels and spaces. Bush beans grow compactly and mature quickly, making them ideal for small gardens or container growing, while pole beans climb trellises, fences, or stakes and provide a continuous harvest over a longer period. Both types are nutrient-rich, offering protein, fiber, and vitamins, and they can be eaten fresh, steamed, stir-fried, or preserved through freezing or canning. Timing and planting are key to successful green bean cultivation. Beans are warm season crops that should be sown outdoors after the danger of frost has passed and soil temperatures reach at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 degrees Celsius. They do not transplant well, so direct sowing is recommended. Seeds should be planted about 1 inch deep and spaced according to the variety. Bush beans typically need 2 to 4 inches between plants, while pole beans benefit from 3 to 4 inches, with 3 to 6 feet between rows to accommodate vertical growth. For pole beans, installing trellises or stakes before planting saves disruption and encourages proper climbing. Green beans thrive in full sun, ideally receiving 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. They prefer well-draining, moderately fertile soil with a pH of 6 to 6.8. One of their major advantages is that beans are legumes, which naturally fix nitrogen in the soil, improving fertility for future crops. Adding compost before planting is still recommended to promote healthy growth and maximize yields. Watering should be consistent but not excessive, as beans dislike soggy soil, which can lead to root rot or fungal diseases. Deep watering encourages strong roots, while shallow, irregular watering can cause poor pod development. Fertilization is usually minimal since beans can fix their own nitrogen. But a phosphorus and potassium-rich fertilizer supports flowering and pod production. Watch for common pests such as aphids, Mexican bean beetles, and cutworms, and use row covers or natural deterrents if necessary. Harvesting green beans is simple. Pick the pods when they are firm, crisp, and fully grown, but before seeds bulge. Frequent harvesting every few days encourages continuous production throughout the season. With their combination of high yield, ease of care, and delicious, versatile pods, green beans are a must-grow vegetable that rewards gardeners with bountiful harvests and fresh, nutrient-packed produce straight from the garden. Spinach and Swiss chard are leafy greens that bring exceptional nutrition, color, and versatility to the garden. Spinach is tender and mild, perfect for salads, smoothies, and sautés, while Swiss chard boasts larger, sturdier leaves with colorful stems, adding both visual appeal and robust flavor to cooked dishes. Both are nutrient-dense, packed with vitamins A, C, and K, iron, and antioxidants, making them a healthful choice for home gardeners looking to grow greens that truly enhance meals. These leafy greens thrive in cool weather, making them ideal for spring and fall plantings. Spinach and chard grow best in full sun, but can tolerate partial shade, especially in warmer climates, which helps prevent bolting, the process where plants flower and go to seed prematurely, causing bitterness. Spinach tends to bolt faster in warm weather, while Swiss chard is more heat-tolerant and can provide a longer harvest window. Both crops adapt well to raised beds, containers, or traditional garden plots, offering flexibility for gardeners of all space sizes. Soil preparation is critical for strong growth. Both spinach and Swiss chard prefer loose, well-draining soil enriched with organic matter. Compost or aged manure improves fertility, moisture retention, and overall soil structure. A slightly acidic to neutral pH between 6 and 7 is ideal. When sowing, spinach seeds can be planted about a ½ inch deep, spaced 2 inches apart, while chard seeds should be planted 1 inch deep and spaced 4 to 6 inches apart, thinning seedlings as they grow to prevent overcrowding and encourage healthy leaf development. Watering is crucial for tender, flavorful leaves. These plants have shallow roots and dry out quickly, so consistent, deep watering is necessary. Fertilizing with a nitrogen-rich fertilizer encourages lush, leafy growth, especially for spinach, which prioritizes foliage over flowering. Swiss chard benefits from similar nutrition and can be cut and come again, harvested repeatedly throughout the season. Pests and diseases are generally manageable. Common culprits include aphids, leaf miners, and slugs. But regular inspection, row covers, and companion planting can minimize issues. Harvesting is simple. Cut outer leaves first, leaving the center intact for continued growth. Spinach grows quickly, often ready in 4 to 6 weeks, while chard provides a longer, more sustained harvest. Spinach and Swiss chard are easy to grow, highly productive greens that bring consistent rewards to any garden. Their combination of fast growth, versatility in the kitchen, and impressive nutritional profile makes them essential must-grow vegetables for both beginner and experienced gardeners. By incorporating these leafy powerhouses, gardeners can enjoy fresh, vibrant greens straight from the garden all season long. Cucumbers are a classic, refreshing vegetable that every home gardener should consider growing. Crisp, juicy, and versatile, cucumbers can be enjoyed fresh in salads, pickled for long-term storage, or used in sandwiches and cold soups. They are generally easy to grow, highly productive, and come in a variety of types, including slicing cucumbers for fresh eating and smaller pickling varieties. Their rapid growth and abundant harvests make them a favorite for both novice and experienced gardeners. Cucumbers thrive in warm, sunny conditions, requiring at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. They prefer well-draining, fertile soil enriched with compost or aged manure, which supports vigorous growth and fruit production. A slightly acidic to neutral soil pH of 6 to 7 is ideal. Cucumbers are warm-season crops, so plant them outdoors only after the danger of frost has passed, and soil temperatures are consistently above 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 degrees Celsius. In cooler climates, starting seeds indoors 3 to 4 weeks before the last frost can give plants a head start on the season. There are two main growth habits to consider: vining and bush cucumbers. Vining cucumbers benefit from trellises, fences, or stakes, which save garden space, improve air circulation, and reduce the risk of disease and fruit rot. Bush varieties grow more compactly and are suitable for smaller spaces or containers. Proper spacing, 12 to 18 inches apart for bush varieties and 24 to 36 inches for vining types, ensures adequate airflow and healthy development. Watering is essential for consistent growth and flavorful cucumbers. They require about 1 to 2 inches of water per week, delivered deeply to encourage strong root systems. Fertilization should be balanced but lean slightly toward phosphorus and potassium to encourage flowering and fruiting. Too much nitrogen can result in lush foliage but fewer fruits. Pollination is another consideration, as cucumbers rely on bees to transfer pollen from male to female flowers. Planting flowers nearby or hand pollinating can increase yields if pollinator activity is low. Common pests include cucumber beetles, aphids, and slugs, while powdery mildew is a frequent fungal challenge. Good spacing, proper watering, and crop rotation help minimize disease risks. Harvesting cucumbers at the right size, usually 6 to 8 inches for slicing varieties and smaller for pickling, ensures the best flavor and texture. Frequent harvesting encourages the plant to produce more fruits. With minimal effort, cucumbers provide a refreshing, abundant harvest, making them a must-grow vegetable that rewards gardeners with crunchy, flavorful produce throughout the season. Onions and scallions are foundational vegetables in the kitchen, prized for their flavor, versatility, and long storage life. Onions provide a robust, savory base for countless dishes, while scallions, also called green onions, add a fresh, mild crunch that enhances salads, garnishes, and stir-fries. Growing your own onions and scallions is not only satisfying, but also ensures a steady supply of these essential ingredients, often with better flavor than store-bought varieties. Onions can be grown from seeds, sets, or transplants, giving gardeners flexibility based on their climate and timing. Seeds provide the most variety, but sets and transplants offer a faster harvest. Scallions are particularly easy to grow from seed and can be harvested in just a few weeks. Both onions and scallions prefer full sun, requiring at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. They thrive in well-draining, fertile soil with a slightly acidic to neutral pH of 6 to 7. Adding compost or well-aged manure before planting ensures healthy root development and strong growth. Planting depth and spacing are important for good yields. Onion seeds should be sown about a 1/4 inch deep, while sets are planted slightly deeper to protect the bulb. Space onions 4 to 6 inches apart, and rows should be 12 to 18 inches apart. Scallions can be sown closer together, about 1 inch apart, for successive harvesting. Consistent spacing ensures adequate airflow, reducing the risk of disease and promoting uniform bulb development. Watering is critical, especially during bulb formation. Onions need steady moisture but dislike waterlogged soil, which can cause rot. Fertilization should focus on nitrogen early in growth to encourage leafy tops, which then support bulb formation. Once bulbs begin to swell, a phosphorus and potassium-rich fertilizer encourages robust development and flavor. Pests, such as onion maggots, thrips, and aphids, can occasionally cause problems, while diseases like downy mildew and neck rot can affect yields. Crop rotation, good sanitation, and well-draining soil help mitigate these risks. Scallions are generally less susceptible to pests and can often be harvested multiple times for a continuous supply. Harvesting onions depends on variety and size. Bulbing onions are usually ready when tops start to yellow and fall over, signaling maturity. Scallions can be harvested earlier by snipping outer leaves, encouraging continued growth. Onions store well for months if cured properly in a cool, dry, and well-ventilated area. Growing onions and scallions is highly rewarding because they are low maintenance, versatile, and provide long-lasting harvests. Their essential role in countless recipes, ease of growth, and storage longevity make them an indispensable must-grow vegetable for any garden, ensuring fresh flavor throughout the season. Radishes are one of the fastest and easiest vegetables to grow, making them perfect for both beginner gardeners and experienced growers looking for quick rewards. Their crisp texture and peppery flavor make them a delightful addition to salads, sandwiches, and garnishes. Radishes also come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. From classic red rounds to white icicles and purple or black heirlooms, adding visual interest to the garden and the plate. One of the biggest advantages of radishes is their speed. Many varieties mature in as little as 3 to 4 weeks, allowing for multiple succession plantings throughout the growing season. Radishes thrive in cool weather, making them ideal for spring and fall crops. They prefer full sun but can tolerate partial shade, which can help extend the growing season in warmer climates. Consistent watering and well-draining soil are essential for tender, flavorful roots. Soil preparation is key to growing straight, well-formed radishes. Loose, sandy loam enriched with compost is ideal, as compacted or rocky soil can cause roots to split or fork. A slightly acidic to neutral pH between 6 and 7 works best. Seeds should be sown directly into the garden about in a 1/2 inch deep and spaced 1 inch apart. Thinning seedlings to 2 inches apart ensures proper root development and prevents overcrowding, which can lead to small, misshapen radishes. Radishes require consistent moisture to grow quickly and maintain tenderness. Deep, regular watering keeps roots from becoming woody or excessively spicy. Fertilization should be moderate, as too much nitrogen can promote leafy tops at the expense of root development. Pests are usually minimal, but watch for flea beetles, aphids, and root maggots. Row covers, companion planting, and organic pest controls can help reduce damage. Diseases are generally rare with proper spacing and crop rotation, but root rot can occur in poorly drained soils. Radishes are typically ready to harvest when roots are firm and sized appropriately for the variety, often just a few weeks after sowing. Frequent harvesting encourages continued production in succession plantings. Radishes are not only easy and fast-growing, but also highly rewarding for gardeners who want quick results. Their rapid growth, vibrant colors, and peppery flavor make them a standout in any garden, providing both visual appeal and culinary versatility. Easy to grow, satisfying to harvest, and delicious to eat, radishes are an essential must-grow vegetable that delivers both speed and flavor to the home garden. And there you have it, 10 must-grow vegetables that will make your garden the envy of the neighborhood. Whether you're a seasoned green thumb or just learning the ropes, these veggies are reliable, rewarding, and way tastier than anything you'll find at the store. Now go out there, get your hands dirty, and remember, if a tomato can't catch up with your gardening skills, it's not the tomato's fault. Thanks for watching, and happy growing.